Okay, so we are going to make the trapper hat. It's also called the Cousin Eddie hat, which is real cool. So I'm doing the Dallas Cowboys. I'm just gonna cut it out really, really quickly. It's a quick, easy sew. It's gonna take more time to get a time to cut it all out. Okay, I'm just cutting around. And I know I'm holding my rotary cutter like a canicle right now. My other one got a handle. For some reason, I hate to hold this one because I feel like I'm holding like I'm gonna stab somebody. That's what I feel like anyway. I'm just gonna go. Okay. Well, this is a really cute winter hat. I was trying to decide if I wanted to go ahead and if I wanted to quilt it or not. I think I might see if I have some batting. Because that'd be super cute. If I decide to quilt it, I'll go ahead and cut out that before I get started. I think that'd be super cute because it'll be kind of puffy. I love a puffy head. We them boys. So yeah. Okay. Now we have all of that out of the way. We're going to start clipping. And I'm going to see how much fluffy stuff I have. Batting, not fluffy, batting. Okay, so I checked. I did not have batting. So I'm just going to sew it together. Okay. We are going to start with this is my that little bib. Okay, so what I'm doing here with my bib, I'm actually putting it on backwards because I don't want my lining to show. I think I don't want my lining to show. Tough. I'll see. Okay, so you want to put right sides together, and if your lining has print on it, you want to make sure the print is face down. So you want right sides together of your lining and your outer. And you clip all the way around. Now you can serge this or you can just sew. And we are sewing a 3/8 inch seam allowance all the way around. I'm looking at my clips. They actually have the measurements on the clip where I want to sew. Okay. Okay. So this is our bib, and we want to get our pocket and do the same. Our faux pocket, right sides together, right sides together. And let me turn it this way. I'm gonna do it like this. And we're gonna clip around here. This makes it go by super quick when you clip off everything that you need to clip off. And then just sew. You can do more at a time when you do that. Okay, I'll put these here. Now I'm going to get this is my outer piece. Okay, and if you notice on this middle section, one part is wider, that's the top part, and the other part is skinnier. So we want pretty sides together. Let me cut this okay, so we are going to right sides together. We are going to match the raw edges of the top part. So it will be something like this. And then we're just going to start clipping all the way around. Making your raw edges match. And you go all the way around and curve the crown of it, of the outer piece, the side piece. Okay, so we go around and we just match the raw edges and keep going until you get to the very bottom. And it should match up. If it doesn't, then your raw edges aren't matched completely or your fabric is stretched. But I say that, but if you get it too long on both sides, then the one of the pieces may have been too big. Cause like I cut mine and I see I got a little hang off right here, which it doesn't matter. If I don't have hang off on the other side, then I'll know. Make sure everything is lined up. See. Okay. I think this is one of the reasons why they pin. I really hate using pins. Like, hate using pins. Unless I have to. Unless I really, really, really just have to. Then I'll use them. But if I don't have to, I'd rather clip. See, there's barely hang off, so I'm probably gonna have to go back and do it a little. I can see that there is a bunch up right here. Now it's gonna match it. That's why they pin to make it all go in together. But I'm gonna do both sides and I'm gonna add my other side piece on here. I'm gonna do it the same way. I'm matching this point up here with this point, and I'm just gonna come around that curve. And then you do the lining the exact same way. I'm going kind of slow so people can see and I'm getting it done up. But if you're quicker, you can go ahead and do your lining like this as well. Mhm. Okay. Okay. So this is how that looks when you get it both sides flipped. This is how your outer piece looks. Everything's flipped. And you want to do the same thing to your lining. Except for on your lining, you will need a 2-inch gap that you don't sew. That's where you're going to turn it out at. Make sure you're just matching up your raw edges. This ain't super long. It might be super long because I forgot. Let me see. I think I cut it extra long for some reason. And I was cutting, I'm not sure, but I'm laying it flat. So you see how it's bunched up here? Now I have super stretchy fleece, so that's why mine is kind of is stretching. So I'm just gonna go around on here. And on the other, I'm going to go ahead and on this piece here, I'm going to add my 2-inch gap that you all will be able to see because I'm going to go ahead and pin it. You don't have to do it this tedious. I mean, 9 times out of 10 years will probably match up. I printed, well, not actually hand drew my lining. Well, I didn't hand draw them. I traced it with my pen after I cut out, after I pressed the template on. So it had a lot of extra white on it. So that's what I'm sticking to. Okay. We are going to leave a gap here. I'm gonna leave a gap over here on this. It doesn't matter which side you do it on, as long as you leave a gap. Okay, let me get this the right way. Okay. I'm gonna start clipping, but I believe I ran out of clips. My clips are all in other places. Okay, so I'm gonna finish this one in just a second. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna serge my cap, and I am going to I'm going to serge it, but I am going to top stitch it with my sewing machine. Okay. Okay. I'm just going around, make sure I have everything caught up in there. And I do. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and also do my pocket. Make sure your fabric doesn't slide. Mine slid a bit, but it doesn't matter right there. Okay, so let me go ahead and clip off the tails here. Okay, so if you sew these with your sewing machine, your stitch will stop about here. I mean, it will start about here when you go all the way around. And you'll have about this much fabric still left out. And you should use either peaking shears to cut around or cut slots, little slits in all the way around the curve like this. So if this is your curve and it's dead end, you just want to go through and cut little slits without cutting the stitch. But if you serged it, you don't have to. Okay, so I'm going to push this out. And I'm pushing it out all the way through. Now I'm going to top stitch this piece, not now, but in just a moment. I'm going to top stitch this piece. And what I'm going to do with my top stitch, I'm going to go along the line of my seam this on the inside, this inside seam. Okay, you see this? I'm basically going to go here and I'm going to top stitch all the way around, really just almost outlining that that piece, that seam. But I'm going to sew it. Actually, I'm going to actually sew like right here. So that'll be 1/8 of an inch here from the seam here, not 1/8 of an inch over here. If you go by this would be 1/4 of an inch over all the way around. You can press this out. You can see this ridge here. I'm gonna sew right on top of that. Basically, this is what I was trying to say. I'm gonna sew right on top of it. Okay. We're gonna set that over to the side. Now for our pocket, we are going to kind of poke. Okay, let me tell you, if you sewed your pocket with your regular sewing machine, then you clip the corners without cutting the stitch. So it would be a corner like this, and you would just clip the corner without cutting your stitch. If you serged it, do not do that. And you can just poke out your corners. And I'm going to top stitch it as well. And I'm gonna do the same thing when I top stitch it. I'm just poking out my corners really good. And you can press it and it'll lay very flat. After you top stitch, you will have to fold your top piece down 3/8 of an inch. And then you put it to the side. But I'm gonna go ahead and top stitch this first. And I'm gonna go ahead and set up my sewing machine. Okay. That didn't sound very good. Well, that'll do it. Hmm. I'm just running a test to strip through to see what is. Oh, no. Okay. Now I'm gonna do the bib cap part. Serged, and you have the funny kind of fleece. You want to make sure, I say funny kind, but it's not really, it's just super stretchy. And I just want to make sure that everything is turned out the right way. Okay. Then you want to take your time going around the curve so you can have a nice even stitch on around. We're gonna move that out of the way. Okay, so now that we've done that and we've top stitched it and everything is great, we are going to fold this down 3/8 of an inch. So it's like that. And I'm gonna clip mine. You can clip or pin, whichever way you want to do it. Okay. Okay. So we want to set that off to the side. And we're gonna put this over here. I'm gonna go and get this corner down because I didn't get it down totally because I had to come in. Okay. I just said no because my thread came all went all the way down behind my desk. So now I'm gonna have to go grab it. Okay. I guess I can actually reach it. Maybe. Okay. Yeah, doubt it. I done dropped it 2 or 3 times trying to pick it up. Okay, pausing until I. Okay, so I went ahead and left. Well, I didn't leave the opening. I went ahead and did my finish clipping my lining, and I'm putting pins in where I want to leave my opening. So my opening is roughly 3 inches. So just enough so I can pull the hat out, back out. Okay. Okay. Put this back over here. Now I'm going to go ahead and serge both the outer piece and the lining. Okay. Now you want to start from the front. So if you have any extra, it'll go ahead and push it to the back. And if you're sewing on your regular sewing machine, 3/8 of an inch. And all I'm doing is making sure that the rest of the head is not getting caught up in under my blade or my presser foot. And I'm making sure that my raw edges are still lined up. I'm not pulling or stretching my fabric. Okay. And you want to make sure your raw edges and all of your both layers are under the pressure foot. This is going to be super cute for me. My husband is probably going to try to steal it, but I don't know because it's got lips on it. So we'll see. I'll probably have to make him one. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to start sewing this front here. Okay, yeah, this is my front. I'm going to start sewing here. And for my hole is, I'm leaving my gap. I'm serging mine, so I'm going to stop here and do a lock-in stitch. And then start over on the other side. And by locking stitch, I'm just going to take it, flip it back up on itself, and lock that stitch in. So it's kind of locked in like that. Okay. Now I'm going to start from the bottom here because I'll make sure all this is stretched out like it needs to be. Because I'm going to lock my stitch in over here. Let me go here. Okay. Going around the crown on my lining. And my fabric is super stretchy, so I probably could have got away with leaving out 2 inches. Okay, so the other side, I'm just gonna go all the way through. See, this is my gap here. So the other side, I'm gonna start at the front. If I can find the front. Oh, here we go. I'm gonna start up at the front and go all the way around. Now you only have to leave one hole on one side, not both. Okay. So now we are almost done. Now, if you want ties or something on yours, you can add ties on the inside, kind of like I did. This one, I went ahead and added some ties, but you don't have to do that. So only if it's your preference. Okay, so now we are going to take our outer piece. And I'm just cutting these tails off. And on whichever side you want, I was going to put mine, let me see, the front. I am not stretching, popping stitches. I'm just evening out my fabric. This fabric tends to, I'm not gonna say bunch up a whole lot, but when it, if you don't do this to it, then it will have wrinkles in it. They'll go away, but I just like to pull mine. Look at there, is that a hole? Let me check it on the other side. Almost a hole, so we're gonna make it not be a hole. Excuse me, I think I'm getting a cold. This weather really sucks. Okay, so now we're back. What's this here? Okay, and I am going to, let's see, so this would be my left side. No, this is my right side. This is my left side. So this side here, I guess I want to do it like that. Nope, I want to put it on. Okay, hold on. Let me see. Head. Okay, I want it over here. Okay. So pick whichever side you want your fake pocket on, or you can have 2 fake pockets. I'm just doing one. They're called faux pockets, but you know, they might read it, so they fake. Okay. Okay. We're gonna go here. Okay, so I find it easier to sew down this piece first. On the instructions, what they tell you to do is just lock it in and then sew a rectangle here, a long thin rectangle. Well, I find it easier if you put it where you want it, position, get your position in, flip it up, and that piece that you have that you're going to fold over here, I like to take it, pin it, and I'm going to pin it, but I'm going to make sure that it's even because I like to do it exactly like this because it's much easier than trying to hold it in because this piece here is kind of bulky and thick. So what you want to do is do it like that and then flip it down. Then you'll be able to come in and do your top stitching up here. So that's how I do mine. You can do yours the other way, but this is how I do mine. So I'm just going to go and I'm going to open this up. Well, I was going to open it up. Make sure you don't have your other piece tacked on like I just did. Okay. And right there. Okay. So now I'm just going to come in here and I'm going to stitch, make my stitch through, right through here. Okay. I'm just folding it down to make sure everything is even. And it is. Okay, so because this is a faux pocket, then what I'm gonna do is I have snaps. You can use buttons. You don't have to use anything. You can tack it down like a stitch. I'm gonna use snaps because I like the way that the snaps look. So I'm gonna put a snap here. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna measure. I'm gonna get this here. I'm not gonna add it just yet, but I'm gonna put my holes in the right place. If that makes any sense to you, because if you don't, they will be kind of awkward and not in the right place. So I'm gonna put the hole in it. Well, I can put the hole in it after I get done with this because I don't want to do all the extra. I'm thinking it's sewed down and I haven't even did that yet. Okay. Okay. Now make sure that you're not sewing it to the other side or anything like that. You only want to sew down your pocket to one side and make sure that this other piece is here like this, and make sure that the other piece you can actually just wrap it around your sewing machine like that. Okay, so I'm gonna back stitch there. What? still worry. Okay, see. Okay. I'm gonna just do a little back stitch right there. Oop, go the whole way. Okay. Okay, so we have that down. So it looks like this. You can trim that extra off if you want to. I need to go back and go over some more. That stitch isn't as straight as I want it. Okay. Okay. Sorry about that. I just went back over the stitch I had and still didn't do good enough that I want it done. But we're going to take care of that in just a second. Okay. So this is the after you have sewn it down like that. Now we're just going to go through and I'm just going to do a top stitch right through here. You can go ahead and do the rectangle. The, the instructions say that you need to do, which I guess that's what I'm going to go ahead and do to make it look super, super neat. Okay, I'm going to go back so that the stitch is met up with my top stitch that I had. Okay, now I really think I could have left that one off. I think it looks kind of good. We're gonna back stitch it. Okay. I'm just cutting all these extra little strings. Okay, so now I'll get these strings off this side here. Okay. So that we have this here, I'm gonna go ahead and get my tools out for my snap. I think the snap would be super cute. Let me see. Yeah, I'm gonna add the snap. Okay, so what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna measure up about a half an inch, and I'm eyeballing it, to be honest. And put this in here. And I'm kind of go like right. It's my point. My point is here. I need to measure up. Let me measure up because I don't want to mess it up. Because it's gonna be super cute to me. I don't have my measurements. Okay. So I'm going to measure here. Okay, one is there. And the inch would be here. I have the tapes, the chalk, the measuring chalk, because that Dallas is not in the right. The D is like just random. Oop. Okay, how do I get this out of here? Oh, pen. I have extra fabric from another project inside this little deal here. I just wanted to get it out. Okay. Still some in there. Oh well. Okay. And I'm just gonna hammer this little piece in, and I'm going through both pieces because I'm gonna add the other piece to the snap over here. Okay, so this silver piece is gonna be here. And the other piece is gonna be here. Okay, I'm just making sure everything is good, and it is. Okay, I'm gonna put this over here. I'll move this out of the way. I hope this is silver. Okay. Yeah. Y'all can tell I can't see worth a darn. Okay. Sorry that my you don't have to do it many times I did. I'm just getting it done on my table. Okay, so now I'm gonna put this other piece in. Okay. And the other piece for that is a little stubby piece. Sit down. Hmm. Hmm. Let me flip that over. Okay, so you put that piece on like that. And this tool has a hole in it like this that you'll be able to put that deal in there. And you just beat it. Now you can snap it, I believe, if I beat it enough. I didn't beat this one enough. Because you are on there really good. I didn't beat this one enough. Okay. So you have that piece like that, which I think is super duper cute. So okay. Now you have that piece. Come over here. Where's my? And here we go. Okay, so I was at a dilemma. I was trying to figure out if I wanted to have this piece up like this, but I don't think I do really. But it looks nice like that, I guess. Then I was trying to figure out if I wanted it up like this. I think I'm gonna go ask my husband, see what he says. The inside is white for sure. So we know that it's white. Let's see. I'm gonna clip it and see what it looks like. Um, you want to find the middle piece. I'm just matching my seams up, and the middle of those is going to be my middle piece because those should be even. Okay. Now, if I match it up like this, I gotta do this, match my middle with this also as well. I guess I could have easily used clips. Let me see what this looks like with it up. And we're just gonna come over here to make it kind of curve around that end. And it should come over probably about a half an inch over your seam on each side. Now it might not come off as much as it needs to be somewhere around up in there. Okay, so now I'm trying to figure out if I want it like this. Just you, just given, just given. So I feel like the white will make it pop, but I don't know. Let me see how the white looks. That was the reason that I actually did this Cowboys when I flipped it up because it would look like that. So let me see. I wish I had like an undo button because yeah, I like that was showing better. I wish it was an undo that you could just click and you mess up something. And like on silhouettes or something when you mess it up, you just click undo. Never happened. I wonder how much that would be to use. It'd be some undoing, undo, undo, undo. Okay. Ooh. Boom. You gotta make sure it's down to your edge, your raw edge. I just put that right there. So I'm not sure if it's still or not. So let's see how much it is. So, it's definitely or not. We're gonna do that again. This is where your snippers come in handy and you can easily just do a tiny notch right there. So I can see my notch. And I can just fold this in half. And then you can just put it there. And click. Okay, and just go like that. And then just go on around. Do the curve. I think I'm gonna keep it like this. But I'm gonna go ahead and put my snap in as well on my cap or on my bib part. I like the way that looks. Okay. So I'm going to do a stay stitch on this so that I'll know that it's, here in the right position. And I'm just gonna stay stitch the this here. I'm gonna sew this in place here so it doesn't move. Okay. And this is just a stay stitch, so it's like I have my stitch length set on a 4 because I'm just using it to basic, basically just hold this in place. And it is about 1/8 of an inch. It's not quite a 1/4 of an inch because I'm not really stitching. It's just to hold it in place. And for me to be able to put my snaps. Okay. So on the bib, I'm going to go ahead and measure off where I want my snap set. And I am doing 1 inch. I'm going to flip it down right here. And I'm putting my corners here. They're rounded here. Oh, you can't see that. That sucks. Okay. I'm putting them here. And they're kind of rounded off here. And I'm going to, since they should be the same. I'm gonna use. Oh, where's my little pen? Okay. Do the same here. Now I'm gonna check it to see if they are in the same spot. And all I'm gonna do is fold it over, stick a pin through it. But if I use my measuring, ooh, those are not in the same spot at all. See, that's what I did on something a while ago. I guess I need to just measure. Oh, my measuring stick is, oh, I forgot. I do have rulers. Little gadget here. Work great. Let's see what are you from the edge. Okay, so you're on the edge here. 8, 9. Okay, so that's fine. Let's put you here. 4 you down. Let's get you down first. 1 inch down here. And 8, 7 here. So 1 inch down. It's digital, so you can move it. You can move it how you want it. Here, you can just move it. Let's see, 2, 1. Okay, so it's 1 inch down, and just right off in here, and is 8, 7 over. I think I'm gonna do 1, 1 instead of trying to do all that 1. Okay. I'm gonna do 1 inch down. Let me see. 1 inch down here. And over here, with this here. And do 1 inch down here. And over. Okay. I'm gonna watch this not match up too. Okay, cool. Perfecto. Okay, so now we just have to straighten this little piece out here. Okay. And I'm going to go right here. Okay. Great. Okay. Mm, get them get out. Little snappies. Snappy. Little nubby nubbies. Bigger nub. Little nub. Tiny little chubby nubby. Okie dokie. Okay. So we are putting this in here. Like that. And putting this on top like that. Taking this, sticking it in there. And we're gonna beat it. Okay. And the same thing to the other side. Pew. Mm. Okay, I'm just checking these snaps and make sure they are good, and they are. Okay, so the other piece, we stick the longer nub in, ding ding dong, and then the shorter. Then we get our other little tool. Put that over, I believe. I flipped it over. Don't know if it actually works. Little whatever. That little piece there with the hole in it, stick that over it and beat it. Let me see if it's going to snap. Okay, we're going to do the other piece just like that. Crazy that is way over and not right there, right? Crazy. Whatever. Okay, here we go. And we're gonna beat it. Okay. Yep, that did not do what I wanted it to. So Oh, well. This is mine, so it doesn't matter. I got my snaps in the wrong spot. I'm not a real snappy person unless I have my little measuring tape deal out. Okay, so now what we're going to do, got all that stuff done up. We are going to, let's match. We're going to take our lining, move this up, because I'm telling you that. We're going to take our lining and place it on top, just like this. So here's the outer piece. And here's my lining. And we are going to put right sides together. I'm just going to take it and match up all the seams. Right here. I'm going to put in. You see my seams are matching this seam and that seam. And we're just gonna clip all the way around. Match up your back seams. I think I should start measuring before I even let it out to sew. Okay. Which is what I would normally do, but I was kind of excited about sewing my hat together. This one anyway, because I love the cowboy. There's my team. Okay, so we're gonna get that in. And I'm just matching up my raw edges. Now mine is a little bigger because I did use some pleats to do that. Okay, so now we are just gonna sew all the way around. We're not gonna leave any openings or anything like that. We're just gonna sew all the way around, serve all the way around, and then I'm gonna pop it out up here. Okay, I'm starting at the back. You don't have to start the back. You can start anywhere you want. Go slow if you're using your regular sewing machine. If you're using your regular sewing machine, use, I'm trying to see. If you're using your regular sewing machine. And oh, that'll be super cute. I can do that. Okay, so use 3/8 inch seam allowance. I'm cutting off a little extra because I have white outline on mine. He's in elevation. Mm-mm. Hold up, 1 second. Okay. Like I said, I have a little extra outline that I'm getting rid of. Okay. Okay. So now you want to make sure that all your layers are sewn in. And if they are, you can go ahead and pop it out here. You just take it in, and if you use your regular sewing machine, go ahead and do your curves, cut slot. Dang, I got tongue tied. Little dashes. I'm gonna say that. Cut little dashes all the way around, or use your picking shears. Ew. That was gross. Okay. So you just want to, you can press it if you want to. And the last thing you can do, I think I might do it. I don't know yet. I am. I'm going to top stitch all the way around, possibly giving it a different look. I might top stitch it. But before you top stitch it, you can go ahead and fold this piece in and stitch it closed. Fold it in, and you're going to clip it off to hold it in place, and then we're going to top stitch and sew this down. You just fold it in 1/8 of an inch. Flip, and we're going to stitch that close. My heat it up for me. This yours? Yep. Okay, so now I'm not gonna top stitch because I didn't top stitch my, and I'll show you what I'm talking about. Oops. I really, really, really hate that I'm out of white regular thread and I'm using my spools. Okay. Okay. Okay, so now I'm gonna take it in and I'm going to close my gap. Close. You can either sew it like I'm doing now, or you can do the ladder stitch and close it up. But I'm doing this because I basically do ladder stitches when it's going to be seen. Now, if I was making this reversible, I would for sure do a ladder stitch. Okay, so the only reason that I'm not top stitching, and if you do top stitch, just go around. Let me just flip away. It will look super cute top stitch. If you're gonna top stitch, go around here. I don't think I would actually top stitch this piece. I would just top stitch around all the way around. It will stop with the rolling of this. Well, I gotta push this back in. Okay, so this is the hat. I didn't top stitch uh my middle piece here. And if I was gonna top stitch, I would really want everything to be top stitched. You know, not just my this here. This looks fine, just being top stitched like this. But if I was gonna top stitch the entire hat, I would have top stitched these pieces, and then all the way around. Now, you can add um clips here. Well, snaps. I call them snaps, or what they do, they put let me see. Now the material that you use and the material that I use will probably be somewhat different. Possibly the inside will be different. Because I'm gonna tell you guys to use like regular fleece, even though this feels really, really good. This is the only fleece that I have because it's my favorite, but it tends to stretch and make things a little warpy. But you can always cut smaller and get the same effect, get a better effect or whatever. Okay, so you can add, let's see, and I don't have any of them. I thought maybe I had a tango. Hey baby. Hey baby. Yeah. I actually don't have any. But if you want to, you can add webbing here, or like I showed you here, you can add just a long piece of either the outer piece or the lining, whichever one you want to do. I added the fleece because it was fleece and I like the way it looks. So uh this one doesn't have it, and I like it without it. Um yeah, so that's it with this. So this is the side piece. The two sides, the back, and the front. No. Just like that. So these are the hats. I'm make mittens to go with mine, so they'll be super duper cute. Thanks, guys. Bye.